Hello, my lovely friends, it's Margaret, and it is time to drag myself. It's time to unburden my soul and come clean and show you just how many unread BookBox books I currently own. We like accountability on this channel, so I decided why not make this video and then watch it sometime in the future, and hopefully by the end of the year I will have read some of these. Why read books when you can just let them languish beautifully on your physical TBR? So you're gonna notice that these are color coordinated. That's because my physical TBR is color coordinated. If you're interested in what books I have on my physical TBR, I do have a video where I went through all of them. Most of them are still there. Most of them. Let's start. I have forgotten the plots of most of these, but I will tell you what I know about them. The first one that I have here is Song of the Crimson Flower by Julie C. Dow. From what I remember, it's about a girl, and she rejects the proposal of a dude, and she does it in a really mean way, feels bad about it, but then the dude has disappeared when she goes to apologize, and all she can find is, like, I think his flute? There are some jokes that could be made about that. She finds his flute, finds out that he's under some sort of spell, and he needs her help to get out of the spell, and so she commits to helping him because she feels bad about being mean about this whole proposal thing. The next one I have is Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw. You've seen this on multiple TBRs. It involves a magical wood and a girl whose family is tied to the magical wood and a boy with amnesia, but maybe he doesn't have amnesia, maybe he's lying to the girl about the amnesia because something went down in the wood and they're trying to figure out what happened. I am assuming it's not him. He was not the one that did it because I'm assuming he's the love interest. Just kind of an inkling I've got. This feeling deep in my soul. We'll see. This is one of the most beautiful books. I just love this. I also have The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. However, I did not get that in a BookBox book, though it was in a few. So I'm not going to be showing that to you. What if I just did this? Here, we're gonna see how many of these I can fit on this shelf. The next one I have is the Rin Hunt by Mary Watson. From what I remember, this is about a girl. There's a hunt, and she gets involved in shenanigans. Something, but I like something goes wrong because every year there's a hunt, and something about her station, this hunt might change that, or something like that. I don't remember. I don't care. It's pretty though. Apparently she's going undercover. Oh, okay. So there's a magic that has been stolen. It's in rural Ireland, and she's trying to hide her real identity so that she does not get killed for it. The next one that I have is A Dress for the Wicked by Autumn Krause. I don't remember much. I think this might have been a Cinderella retelling, possibly. I know that there's a fashion competition and the main character ends up in this competition and there are stakes involved. Oh, she's a country girl and she's in this high fashion competition trying to make a dress for someone. Oh, she's just trying to get into this fashion house. That's what's going on. I also have Dominicana by Angie Cruz. This was a book that was recommended by Bowties and Books, and since I was quitting Book of the Month and I had some credits that I wanted to use because I'd paid for them, I grabbed this one. This is about Anna, and she gets taken to the United States by an older man because she marries him, and it's not a great marriage. She's not having fun. She's only 15. He is much older, but he goes somewhere. I think he goes back. He goes somewhere on business, and so she's left with his younger brother, or his brother, who is in charge of taking care of her, so she's able to have a little bit more freedom, and then she's considering going back home, but his brother is trying to convince her to stay. I also have Nocturna by Maya Motain. From what I remember, this is about a girl. She has space-stealing magic, and there is a prince that is trying to resurrect his brother. Yes, he is trying to resurrect his brother. They end up teaming up. She's like a thief of some sort, and so they end up teaming up to do something. It sounds like my kind of book. I also have Angel Beige by Garth Nix. From what I understand, this is about a woman who is an immortal, angel-like creature. She's been put asleep because she's evil, and then she comes back, and there are 4 people that she is working with or trying to use in order to get her people back. Something with magic. I'm not entirely sure. It sounded interesting. And also, it's Garth Nix, and I really like Garth Nix. I enjoyed his Abhorsen trilogy when it was still a trilogy. I haven't read any new books, but I enjoyed it. I also have Heart, Strings, and Other Broken Things by Jacqueline Firkins. This is a Mansfield Park retelling, and since I love Jane Austen, I decided I was going to get this. Mansfield Park is the one with Fanny Price, and most people don't like it. They think it's boring. It's very introspective. I enjoyed Mansfield Park, so I have a feeling I will enjoy this one as well. The next one I have is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This one is about two sisters living in, I think, the 1960s? 1950s. It starts in the 1950s. It's about two women who are black but can pass for white, and one of them chooses to live her life passing for white, and one of them chooses to live her life as a black woman, and it's about their lives and how they intersect and how that choice that they are making about their identity affects them throughout their lives. I have The Fascinators by Andrew Eliopoulos. From what I remember, there is small town magic involved, a gay boy, and I believe religion, I think. Like, this is very much like a contemporary fantasy, and it's about him having to navigate the fact that he is into this guy, but this guy might also be into a girl at church, and the fact that magic is kind of forbidden in their small town. I'm assuming that's an allegory for something. Let you guess what. It sounds interesting because it's like this, they are in this small town setting, but it also has like super high stakes, if I remember. Oh no, it's just about trying to keep their friendship group together. That is high stakes though. I also have Dangerous Alliance by Janike Cohen. This is about a girl who is, like, she lives in Jane Austen times, and so she's read all of Jane Austen's books, and when her family kind of hits hard times, she decides she's going to she's going to use what she has learned from Jane Austen's books to find herself a rich husband and save her family. And the final book in this stack is The Two Lives of Lydia Bird by Josie Silver. I can read. I knew that was her name. What is wrong with me? If you couldn't tell from the fact that we have two different things, I think this is like a dual timeline following the girl's life from her going on a date with this guy, and then when she chooses not to go on a date with this guy and how that affects her life. Interested. I like those kinds of plot lines. I don't read enough of them. No books were damaged in the making of this video. If we move these, I think we might have enough room. So, they're going over here for now. I'll put them back later. So, I have fewer than I thought I had because apparently I've done a pretty decent job of reading some of these, just not all of them. One more that we have for the red crowd, I had it hanging out down on my to-haul shelf, and that is The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. I think this is about a princess. Duh. From what I understand, it's almost like a Princess Bridey type retelling because he goes missing and she likes him, and so she decides she's going to rescue him, and she is the princess. Continuing on, I also have Oasis by Katja de Becerra. This is a desert fantasy type thing. They're going on an archaeological dig. There is some sort of sandstorm or something, and they get taken. There are fantasy elements that happen because of this sandstorm, and they're having to figure out what's happening. I don't remember much. I just know it's pretty and I want to read it. I also have Once a King by Erin Summerell. This is the like companion novel to Ever the Hunted and Ever the Brave. I liked the series. It wasn't like Die Hard, I need to buy these, but at some point I do want to read this because I think the romance between the king in here and his love interest, I think I might be into it. I think I might like it. I actually kind of liked them a little bit more in the original series. Like, they're kind of more rivals or enemies to lovers type deal where they're antagonistic. They don't exactly like each other. I'm into that, apparently. Like, I wouldn't want my relationship to start that way, but I like reading about it. I don't really know much more about the plot other than the fact that it is a continuation from that story, and he has been through a lot because the first book was not nice to him. I also have Night Spinner by Addie Thorley, and I don't really remember much about this one except that she has magic and it's kind of forbidden. You're noticing a lot of these have forbidden magic. Oh, she loses control of her magical power, and so everyone kind of decides that, like, she's kind of trying to redeem herself or trying to find safety after having done this huge, horrible deed and living with the guilt for it. And then we have Treason of Thorns by Laura E. Weymouth. This is about a girl whose name I don't remember, but she, like, her family has fallen on a hard chance. Her father was a gentleman in the English countryside. They had this kind of magical house, and then he does something that makes him a traitor or treason. He's accused of treason, something like that. And so she has to leave the house, and she's coming back after years of being away. The house is kind of unkempt. the magic is kind of going a little bit crazy, eating the house, sort of, or damaging the house, or damaging the people around it, something like that. And so she's trying to set things right after whatever it is her father did that just kind of completely screwed things up with the magic of this place. There are ghosts, I think, in this one. Yeah, there are ghosts. I love this. Look at this. Look. Their hands. They're holding hands while facing. Oh no! They're just touching hands while facing away. What kind of Pride and Prejudice 2005 crap is that? So this is not as many books as I thought it would be, but also still more than I would like. It's 17 books that could be off my TBR if I had read them when I got them. But who does that? Those are all of the unread book box books that I have on my physical TBR. Let me know down in the comments, are any of these really good? Are there any that I should be like, yes, I need to get to that yesterday? Let me know. Talk to me about books. Are there any you're interested in? You know, just comments down there. Talk to me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video, there will be other videos over here that you might enjoy as well. Go ahead, click on a couple of them. Well, there's only 2, so I guess you can only click on a couple of them, but you get the point. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!